Hey guys, I just wanted to make another video to talk about something that I've been thinking about. A conversation I get into with a lot of my friends, and I thought, why not put it on YouTube? It kind of correlates with a lot of the subject matter that I discuss in relation to health issues. Well, I mentioned this before on another one of my videos, but it seems that we live in a society that has abundant disease, mental illness, and I heard it from a really good psychiatrist book that I actually read. If antidepressants really worked, then we wouldn't have depression, but depression is going up and up and up, even though there's over 300 million prescriptions of antidepressants given a year. It doesn't really add up that antidepressants created to treat and cure depression are not doing the job. So we are masking the problem with antidepressants. That being said, I know a number of people that are close to me that have been helped by antidepressants, SSRIs, that may have even saved their life. Now, and this video isn't to deter someone from taking antidepressants. I'm not a doctor. This is just my experience and, based on my research and knowledge, what I think about it. So why are we so depressed? Why are indigenous countries and Amish communities much less depressed? We can speculate that the Paleolithic era, there was virtually zero depression. Now, I've heard probably 100 different treatments and cures, maybe even more than that, maybe even 1,000, I don't know, but everybody seems to have their own idea of what works for them, people that have gotten better. And a lot of the stuff could be placebo based. And placebos aren't just like people lying and making up things. Placebos are actually based in science, in that a placebo can cause a chemical reaction in the brain to take place that can cause healing both physically and mentally. So, hard part for me is I'm very pessimistic, so I have a negative view before taking anything, supplement or medication wise. So placebo would have a really hard time on me. So something just as effective for a lot of people is just really positive thoughts, positive thinking. And I battle a lot with some of these thoughts because I'm big into nutrition and paleo, and I've had quite limited success with that in relation to my mental health, and that I thought it would kind of cure me, and I didn't get the benefits I wanted from that. So I still promote it in every way possible for disease and overall well-being, and I've read and heard of many testimonies that these changes have helped people overcome mood disorders and depression and all of everything in between. So I just really haven't found that to be my case. So why are we so depressed? I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if cavemen who were fighting to live and living in the cold and sleeping on the ground and all these problems that they had that we've eradicated, we don't have to look for food anymore other than going to a drive-thru or opening up our refrigerators and cooking fresh food at home. I mean, we've gotten rid of the cold, we've gotten rid of the heat. We're temperature controlled environments. We are on computers, we have efficiency, we're able to get more done in a couple hours in the morning than it took a whole week for people to get done even 30, 40 years ago. Through technology, we're able to go to the grocery store and scan using our smartwatches. We don't even need a wallet anymore. We're able to communicate instantly, and we're live feeding ourselves on Facebook. We've really created this sort of synthetic environment that we thought would make us happier. I mean, that's the end game, right? I mean, to find peace and happiness. And so all that being said, and we could go on all day about the technological advances and how they've been created to help us, but at the end of the day, it's that same synthetic world that has really eroded the natural order of things in our lives. Human beings aren't supposed to be depressed. We're not supposed to be tired all day. We're not supposed to be dragging. We're not supposed to be in pain. I mean, yes, these are, these occur naturally in the wild, but on a a much lower rating. So, or scale. So, I think that it's important to realize that technology is not necessarily bad. It's the abundance of it that overwhelms us when our lives become off course, when we're living in that synthetic world and we discount the natural world that God had created for us to live in. And whether you believe in God or not doesn't really apply, because whether we evolve to live in a world or what have you, the end result is the same. If we're not eating the right fuel source that we evolved to eat, the right fuel, we're not going to feel our best. And if we're eating anti-nutrients and we're not getting the right nutrients, then we're going to have issues. This can cause anything from depression to anxiety to dementia, chronic disease, chronic illness. And we go to our doctors and we wonder why are we in pain? Why are we dealing with this? And the answers are pretty simple. In most cases, the doctors have gotten really good with the science at masking problems, from high blood pressure to anxiety disorders to stomach pains and headaches. We have a medicine for almost everything. But if you don't get at the root cause of it, then you just kind of amplifying side effects, creating more problems, because we're not synthetic. We are not robots. We weren't made to live in little houses and work in our little offices and just be out in the sunlight, be away from nature, eating low quality fats and highly processed fast foods day in and day out, not exercising. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, from a biological standpoint, of course, our bodies are going to start to malfunction, and we're going to start to have physical and mental manifestations of those malfunctions. So, what I'm getting at is, we need to go back to basics. Yeah, technology can be great, but we have to balance it. We watch Netflix, go on our phones occasionally, but we need to be outside, we need to be in the sunlight, we need to have social interaction. We need to stop hiding behind technology and hoping technology is going to save us. We were already saved before all this. That's the irony. We created something to help life become easier, and it was the exact opposite. But realizing that now, we still have the opportunity to take advantage of technology and science advancement, and also take advantage of the natural world that's still left here. It's right outside. It's all around us. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say. So I'm hoping that you get something from this video, and Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. Leave me a comment and subscribe. But a little bit outside of the general conversation I have most of the time, but it's applicable here, and we need to balance out our lives. So God bless you guys, and hope to see you soon.